watching the Texas League Roundup. Yeah!
We'll give you this shirt off our back if you stick around for 30 minutes. You might get an autographed baseball as well. Who knows? You might even find a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. Somewhere, oh, forget about it. There was rain in the forecast, but you know the covenant. There's no crying in baseball, which we're flying all over Citibank Ballpark in Midland, Texas. It was an all-star performance, and there were plenty of fireworks as well. So grab your seat, kick back. We're taking you to Wild West, Texas for one heck of a show. Giddy up.
If we had this at Corpus.
Welcome to the Texas League Roundup. I'm your host, Jeff Power. We're here at Citibank Ballpark in Midland, Texas, home of the Rockhounds. Of course, this is where the Texas League All-Star Game was played, and a good matchup between the North and the South. A lot of top-notch prospects in the AA of the Texas League. And, you know, Midland being the host team, we had a chance to catch up with some of the Rockhound players and discuss how happy they are about hosting this All-Star Game.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, awesome atmosphere right now. People started coming out early, even for BP. You know, it's good. It's exciting for the town.
It's definitely a good feeling getting a chance to play with these guys out here and have some fun. So it's definitely an honor making the baseball team.
I'll be good in the game. That's why I'll be here. This is my first year. I've been in the All-Star game, but I never play every day like this year.
One of the favorite parts of the Texas League All-Star Game is the Home Run Derby. The players love it, the coaches love it, and the fans love it. Let's see who won. Seeing former Major League pitcher Roger Clemens on the mound can be intimidating. Toss in the fact that the rocket was even closer than 60 feet, just in front of the hill, and you can maybe understand why some of the Home Run Derby participants were a little nervous. In fact, 5 of the 7 sluggers took overs, but there was a pretty stiff wind blowing in from left field at Citibank Ballpark.
I had to slow down because I could tell some of the guys needed a little blow. I think they were a little anxious. That was my main thing. I knew they would be a little jumpy probably at me. And before we started, I asked them if they wanted more on it or less on it, because obviously you want to make a good showing and let them have fun hitting home runs.
Now, truthfully, Roger never even reached 70 miles per hour, but some of the Home Run Derby hitters said Clemens had some movement on his fastball.
He's not playing anymore, but his stuff still moves, and it's pretty tough to hit.
Was he getting like a tailing fastball?
Well, it was more cutting. It was cutting more than anything, and I think that's why a lot of guys, or more guys, did not hit home runs.
And just in case you thought there was something fishy about Roger tossing to his own son, yeah, Kobe had no home runs either.
I probably kept it too low. I think he hit a couple up. He's used to hitting the balls back up the middle at me, so.
Now with 6 outs to play with, homers were at a premium. Frisco slugger Joey Butler actually hit the most home runs in the opening round of the Derby with 4 to reach the finals. Matt Clark of San Antonio got out of the first round with only 1, which was one better than anybody else. Clark hit 3 dingers in the finals to beat Butler. We've caught up with Matt Clark. He is the Home Run Derby winner. He's out of San Antonio. First of all, you got to the finals with 1 home run. Was that kind of part of the plan?
I guess so. It worked out that way. It was kind of fresh, so I wasn't tired to get in, so it made it easier to win.
And then you stepped up in the finals against Roger Clemens, no less, took him deep a couple more times and ended up winning it. What do you know?
Yeah, but you never know. It was a little tough facing a guy that you haven't faced before, especially being him, made it a little bit more intimidating. But after the first round, I thought I'd be all right if I made it into the second round because I got kind of used to how he threw.
You know, Butler said he had a cut fastball going out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they had the new ball, so he was making a move on just naturally because he's done that for years. But you just had to get in there and wait for a straight one, and they finally got in there.
So what about your opponent? I mean, he kind of went the other way. He kind of got about, 4 home runs off the top, and then he kind of cooled off at the end?
Yeah, definitely. He was using the wind to his advantage, pushing him out to the right field, so that's the way it worked.
But 2 South All-Stars in the finals, right? That's got to feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah. We got a good team on this side, and hopefully it'll make a good game.
Any other thoughts about being here in Midland for the Texas League All-Star Game? Is it a first for you, and how excited are you?
Yeah, first All-Star Game, and I'm glad it came in AA when my first year in AA, so we'll see how it goes. It should be a lot of fun.
Okay, let's go ahead and catch up on some of the highlights of the game.
Congratulations again. Stay healthy and get going.
Mike Moustakas of Northwest Arkansas showing you why he's been at the top of the league in batting average with this single in the first. Kobe Clemens, second in the league in homers and RBIs, goes down swinging in the first as Tulsa Driller starting pitcher Bruce Billings registers the K. Matt Clark not only won the Home Run Derby, but drove in the game's first run with this single. Archie Gilbert of Midland scores, making it 1-0 South All-Stars. Same inning, and Frisco's Matt Lawson beats out this infield dribbler, allowing Alex Valdez to score for an early 2-0 lead for the South All-Stars. The North responded in the top of the second inning. Clint Robinson led off with a moonshot to right for a solo home run, cutting the South's lead in half at 2-1. Kurt Smith of Springfield followed that up with an RBI double and later scored on Apollo Orlando's sacrifice fly for a 3-2 North lead. Luis Martinez drove in 2 runs with a shot off Naturals third baseman Mike Moustakas for a 4-3 South lead. Martinez was named the game's MVP. The South All-Stars held on for a 5-4 victory. All right, we're now joined by Darren Bush, the manager of the Midland Rockhounds. And first of all, Darren, it's got to feel pretty good. Your team made a late rally in the first half of the season, finished at the 500 mark, and it was a good run and probably got some pretty good hopes for the second half.
Yeah, you know, we've got a good group of guys. We played good baseball there for about the last 3 weeks. We played really good baseball. Still had some ups and downs, but we played good and ended up strong there, getting ourselves back to 500.
Tell me about some of the players on your team that really kind of stepped up. You've got quite a few here at the All-Star game.
Well, it was kind of a combination of everybody. You know, we got some new guys in, and they just fell right in and just started playing really well. You know, it was, no one in particular really stood out. Everybody swung the bats well and played good defense there for a while, and that just helped out.
Just good team play.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, they were just playing fundamental ball and playing hard.
How about hosting the All-Star game? Always a big deal here, being a part of the All-Star festivities, but to be the host team, a little more responsibility for you.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of fun. You get to see a lot of guys come in, guys that you see on the other side and you're competing against every night. You know, now they get to come in and sit in the dugout with you, and you get to learn a little bit more about them as people than players, and it's always an exciting time.
Tell me about the stadium here, playing in front of these fans. What's it been like for you? Have you enjoyed just being here in Midland?
Oh, of course. Midland's great. You know, the fans are good. They're dedicated. They're always behind us, whether we win or lose. They know the game, so that's always nice. You know, have fans that know the game, and they cheer even for the other team at times when they make good plays, and which, well, they should, because it's good baseball.
And the fans getting a bit of a treat here. They get a chance to see Roger Clemens.
It is an exciting time for Midland. They've waited a long time to host this, and it's a perfect time to do it. You know, nice stadium, good fans, beautiful day. So
I was going to say the weather actually cooperated.
It did. It was raining hard this morning, cleared right up for us, so that's good.
Any final thoughts as you head to the second half of the season? And it's the time of year where managers really earn their stripes in all the different leagues in minor league baseball, because you've got a lot of players going up, a lot of players going down. What have you learned in the years you've been doing this, and what do you hope for your team in the second half?
Well, you know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, and you can have lots of ups and downs, but just stay the same and keep playing hard every day. And at the end, when it shakes out, hopefully it shakes out the right way.
Okay. Darren Bush, appreciate it. Good luck in the second half of the season.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Midland thinks they can win the second half of the Texas League South Division. Of course, they would play Frisco in the postseason. They were the winners of the first half. Well, coming up in the show, we're going to introduce you to Derek Robinson. He plays for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. He's got a great story, and you won't believe the song he comes to the plate with. It's all coming up on the Texas League Roundup. The Dunes Condos in Port Aransas invite you to enjoy relaxation in one of 85 fully furnished 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites with maid service. From the spacious pool and jacuzzi to the tennis courts and exercise facility, come enjoy the closest condos to the water, whether it's golf at the Arnold Palmer designed Newport Dunes or tossing in a line off the 1,200-foot Caldwell Pier. Come get away from it all while rejuvenating in front of spectacular views. The Dunes Condos. Stay 3 and the next night is free.